Oh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Davey Aviation is who you are flying with today. As you can see, we are in the Pipistrel SW121. It is a light aircraft, very light.
What a tiny plane.
We have a smaller one, but we can't find it.
Can it fly?
In you go.
So light, in fact, it even has its own parachute, just like the little aeroplane in Gods Must Be Crazy 2. And we are flying to this afternoon live 3:30 on Monday, and this is how it really looks. We've got live weather loaded up from the server, I guess, from the cloud, literally. And you may recognize where we are, in fact. Beautiful part of the world. In fact, there's a building just down here that you may recognize. If we come around and follow this street, look, there's a lot of lakes in this area. If I was going to call this area something, I would call it something lakes. Like, I don't know, Mill Park Lakes. It has a nice ring to it. And as we come, or maybe Mill Park North, I can't remember, I might be wrong. Some nice houses. We've got some solar panels down here. It's very good. It's good for the environment. Some nice houses. And what is it that we have? If I can just line it up. The best thing about this little aeroplane is how easy it is to control and how big its side windows are. I mean, these are massive. There's none of that half part. It's all window. That's awesome. Well, what do we have here? Ah, do you recognize this building? The shape of it, at least? You should, because you had your 25th wedding anniversary right here. And little pimple-faced Glenn played Unchained Melody on the piano. Or something to that effect. No, You'll Never Walk Alone, that's right. As you can see, this is all downloaded from aerial photography, just like Google Maps or Google Earth. You can even see the shadows of the power lines imprinted on the ground. And everything on top is added by AI. It's by an AI engine that analyzes the imagery and then decides what to put on top. So it puts trees where there should be trees, it puts the right kind of shape of houses where there should be the right kind of shape of houses and buildings, and it's all driven by AI. So the closer, when we go up high, none of this stuff loads quite as this quality. And when you come down nice and low like this, you get to see, you know, some nice 3D model buildings and things. And when you go to famous places, they've actually done it by hand. So they've actually modeled it all by hand. So of course we are in Mill Park. That's where we are right now. And you can see the shopping center there, and I suppose there's a train station yonder. So of course that means that we're not far from actually seeing your house, our house. It's a very, very fine house, very fine house. And so we're going to go and try and find the Davey house today with Davey Aviation. As you can see, I mean, it doesn't exactly know what the shopping center looks like. It's having a decent guess. What it's doing is it's putting a bunch of warehouse kind of buildings together to make out the shape of what it thinks that shopping center looks like. But remember, it's doing this all over the world. I mean, that you can literally go anywhere in the world, and it's put the same level of detail into trying to map out what it would look like. this is a very far cry from Microsoft Flight Simulator 4.0 that we played when we were kids or whatever. So let's see. Now, I made myself a challenge to see, can I land in Mill Park? Mill Park does not have a airstrip, or it doesn't have an airport, but it does have something kind of like a grass airstrip, and that's what we're looking at right here. Do you recognize this? You should. You drive past it probably every day. This is Centenary Drive. And right here, as we're going over, is the YMCA. That's what the game thinks the YMCA looks like. Pretty decent go, right? And that's your street we just went over. So my goal today is, can I land on Centenary Drive? Now, I forgot one little thing. Pylons. There's pylons. That's why it exists. That's why there's no houses there. There's pylons all the way along. Electricity is important for life. And so that presents an issue. I was wondering, is it possible to land even though there's pylons here? Can I somehow get through them or avoid them and still land? And that's my little challenge. So let's see if I can put myself into bring down the throttle. Remember, I have an actual setup now with a yoke and all the controls, the throttle, quadrant, everything. I've got pedals, see, to control these down there. You can see that. Look, I better not do that too much while we're up here. But that directs the rudder, and I've got an actual real steering wheel for an aeroplane to do that. So I'm really living the life as far as the kid deep down inside me who always wanted to fly planes. But anyway, let's see if we can't put down some flaps and bring down the throttle. And I'm probably coming in too fast already, but okay, no, let's go around these ones. Burn off some speed by doing this little maneuver, but maybe aim for the ones after. Actually, let's go through the middle. Nope, I crashed into a tree. Damn it. Let's try again.
Look, no hands. Flies by itself. Safest plane in the world.
That's hilarious. This time I'm going to go straight for a landing. So we've got very simple controls on this. Just a very basic stick for flaps like that. And we're just going to ride that throttle. Keep it up just enough above the red zone down here, where we don't stall out. Just got to locate my landing strip again. Turn off the pesky autopilot that starts you off in, so that you don't drop out of the sky, which is handy. This is exactly like trying to find a normal runway, honestly. This strip on Centenary Drive is so prominent that all you need to do is rotate until you find it, and then line up like a normal runway. Probably need to turn the volume up a little bit just so I can hear the engine. Come on, it's over here somewhere. There it is. Cool, alright. Hope the wind is in my favour. Come on. Oh. Pull up. And braking. Brake. Yay! Oh, we did it! Oh, see? Isn't this a familiar sight? These pylons, and this might be Moorhead Avenue, whatever it's called. So there's another thing. The game, Flight Sim, because of the engine, the AI doesn't know where fences are, because it's basing everything off telemetry data scanned from above and photogrammetry, all pretty much scanned from above. Alright, this is it. We are taxiing down Centenary Avenue. Now, it's not exact, right? It's like, it literally is like a computer's idea of what Centenary Drive looks like. But it's pretty good considering the whole world has this level of detail put to it. This sort of just near enough. And of course, we can't forget that I mean, this is all designed to be looked at from the sky. This is a flying game after all. So these houses look like houses in, you know, America, California or something. And there's way too many palm trees. Like, I don't know what they think Australia is like. They think maybe it's all hot and sunny and like California all over the place. But yeah, this is not it doesn't pass the accuracy test if you're up close. When you look at it, you go, no, that's not Centenary Drive. But when you put it in the context of, hello, you're literally looking at a site that you see every day of your life for the last however many years, and they've managed to put it in a video game just based off of data that's available. Like, it literally is like flying through Google Earth at some points. Actually, it's not based off of Google data, it's based off of Bing, Microsoft data. Look at that! See that? Look at that, that's what I mean. Look at that. If you look in this direction, hang on, let me just put the brakes on. See the church? How the, like, that's going down towards the service station. You got the big mega church. They found a building that looks exactly like it, and they've put it there. And then there's that like hospital-y looking thing behind. They got the height wrong. It's not that tall. It's like smaller than that. But still, the color's right? And they've got the pylons, and they've got trees, and it's the road, and it goes down. Like, this is all based off of AI data and cloud data that's available now. I mean, this is mind-blowing. Absolutely. So we're turning now into Mill Park Heights, onto Pindari Avenue in our plane that we landed on Centenary Avenue at the airfield in front of the YMCA. I mean, this is wild. And it seems like this is a very overgrown street. But from the sky, this probably hides a lot of the jankiness. Like, it makes it look a little bit more realistic just with all the foliage. And I think we've reached our corner. This is what it thinks Arthur Phillip Way looks like. Look at that. As we come up to Borrowdale Court, we can see what it thinks the Davy House looks like, which is that. And I'm not even in a very good position to look at it. Let's have a look. There you go. That's the Gibson House, or whatever their name is now. It's their backyard. And that's your house. We've got the garage. See how there's like a split level? It kind of understands that you have a split level house. Look at that. The garage is down here, kind of. That's a door, but... And then the foliage is right here. Like this is all kind of good. That's Borrowdale Court. Look, there's Johnson's house. Like, doesn't this kind of creep you out a little bit? It's a little bit... It gives you, like, tingles up the spine. Like, you know, what's next? I mean, this is... Look, and there's the school. Mill Park Heights Primary School. At the end. The street. That's what it thinks it looks like. Actually, let's go there. Can we keep driving? I haven't knocked into anything yet. So... since the last one. Gotta get that revs up. It's not a car after all, it is an aeroplane. Oops, that's a bump in the geometry. Again, none of this is meant to be, like, none of this is meant to be able to be like, I shouldn't be able to drive a plane down my street. And yeah, ever since I started playing this and I got all the equipment set up a couple of months back, I have been in some of the most interesting places in the world. Nope, I finally clipped. I did it. Oh, one of those bushes was in the middle of the road and I clipped into it. Damn it. I got all the settings turned to hard, so that's why that happened.
Told you I can't even drive a manual. Oh, it's easy. Bring it over, center it up, pull it back, and get it right, woman.
I showed you so nicely. I said, bring it over, not bring it over. You'll break your silly neck.
Why don't we just take a little flight just to end off? Turn around. Turn the lights back off. Get rid of that window again. That's that open cut mine nearby. At the end of this, see that? How this was once upon a time. Oops. This was going to be a freeway. I know what this is. Let's have a look. I'll show you. This goes down to Childs Road. It exactly looks. It has the exact shape of a freeway. Like you can see where the exits and the entries were. It's amazing. I really think that they thought that this was going to be a major freeway that went north from down here. Look, it continues. So this is this Childs Road? Yes, because that is Laylor College, I think, whatever it's called. And then you keep going, and you can follow it like quite a long way towards the city. Well, not that far actually. It goes down here, and I guess they gave up on the idea and they put something else down here. It's really something. This is the ring road, right? The freeway, the city link, right? We could get to Essendon via the city link. If you never flew a plane before and you didn't know how any of this equipment worked, if you could see outside the vehicle, you can find your way just based on landmarks, and that's what's really cool. It's all fun using like autopilot and navigational stuff, but there's something really cool about just looking out the window and going, oh look, there it is. Alright, let's see, is this it? No, that's just the main road. Which one would that be? Could be... Or is it? It looks kind of freeway-ish. Yeah, that looks like something. It's definitely not just a normal street or a high street. Is it? Alright, so that's where we are. I got a fix. I'm pretty sure that's where we are. What's to our right? An oval? Footy oval? Aussie rules? Let's dip the nose down and have a look out the front. I love this sun this afternoon. It's really become a nice day. Again, this is all streaming live from Bomb. Whoa. That's me going over a beacon for Essendon. If I just turn towards... I should find Essendon if I just turn. Oh man, where is it? Hang on, let me just have a look at the map. Zoom out. Yeah. I'm heading towards it. Hang on, let me see if I can get permission. To nearest airport list, Essendon. Tower. Request full stop. Oops. Go.
Essendon Tower Pipistral Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 4 miles east 800 feet with golf to land.
Oh, there it is.
Pipistral Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Essendon Tower. Altimeter 29.9, 2 wind
That's us.
258 at 7. Fly straight in runway 26.
Runway 26. So we see how we're on 260. We're just going to turn a little bit to the left and run and land at runway 26. That's how they say 26. They don't say the last 0 on it.
500.
All right. This is us. I don't really need a whole lot of flaps actually to land. This is a long runway. We don't really have to worry about running out of runway.
Pistol X-ray Golf Sierra, did you
Oh,
copy?
sorry. Yes, I copied.
500.
Cleared to land runway 26 Pipistrel X-ray Golf Sierra.
Just trim that down because it keeps wanting to go up. Whoops. Ah. Trim. Alright. Yeah, it's just unsustainable to hold that like forward the whole time. Okay, so the red, see how it's 4 red? That means we're below the glide slope. What you want is 2 white and 2 red to be right in the middle. Yeah, like that. And 4 white means you're too high. Again, none of this kind of flying was possible without this equipment that I bought. Good investment. It wasn't that expensive at all. I'm having the time of my life. It kind of means I'm able to go places without being able to go places in real life. You know, it's kind of nice. Alright, we've got to land on this white spot right here. Just a little bit past, that's okay. Whew! I thought for a second I crashed, it was just the game's freezing for a second. Oh, we did it. Alright, cool. I'll put those flaps up again.
X-ray Golf Sierra, turn next taxiway.
And they want me to turn the next taxiway. Well, when I get there, I will turn, I promise. Now, it's funny because Essendon actually has curvy runways. They go up and down. Look at this. It's probably years and years of landings. The Beatles landed here. All those years ago. Is that? That's another runway. Nope, I should not turn there. I'm looking for the green lights.
X-ray Golf Sierra, turn next taxiway.
I'm doing it. Too much brake. Not too much
X-ray
brake.
Golf Sierra, contact ground on 121.9er.
Alright, I'll hand
Generic
off.
Victor Hotel Delta Foxtrot.
If I can get a word in edgeways.
2 winds 258 at 7. Cleared for takeoff runway 26.
Leaving me hanging out here.
121.9er Pipistrel X-ray Golf Sierra.
I'll let the game do it for me. So yeah, it's exactly modeled. So some airports and other famous places like the city are exactly modeled. Look at that, that's DFO. Like even the brand names, even the actual, it's not fake. All the brand names are exactly as they are in real life, which is really crazy. And you see this? See this? This is a real plane actually taking off from Essendon right now. So whatever's in the game is actually what's happening in real life. Same as that Qantas flight up there. See that QFA 445? If you look at, really, right now on flightradar.com, you will see that's a real flight actually flying in that exact spot. So whatever's in the game is actually in real life. It's kind of a dream come true for flight simmers. Davy Aviation is now taxiing in to general aviation parking at Essendon Airport. Thank you for flying with Davy Aviation. And here are our people over here as per the instructions I was given. I thought they would be over here, and this lady's gonna wave me in. Hello. Whoops. Just gonna come around. Is that guy, that truck? That's my fuel truck. Okay. He's waiting for me. Okay, and she's, see, look at this. She's waving me in. There we go. There we go. Oh, and stop. Wait, a little bit further forward. And she's dead. Oh, I got a few meters. Hang on. I was overestimating. And stop. Oh, I don't want to kill you. Okay, good. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay. Let's cut that. And this is This is Essendon Airport. We've arrived. This is really... Now, this what I was saying before about our street and about our house doesn't apply to this. This is actually what Essendon Airport looks like. See what I'm saying? Look, spotlight. Spotlight. DFO. And of course, there's the city. Look at that. I think that's Eureka Tower. I think that's for another video. Let's shut her down. Turn the engine off. Turn off our avionics. And that's a flight. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. It wasn't exactly a video chat, but it was nice to make a video for you. And hopefully it was better quality. See you next time on the next flight with Davey Aviation!